Kamala Harris and her Democratic allies are increasingly branding Donald Trump and his running mate, Ohio Senator Shady JD Vance as weird. Yeah. Yeah, they're weird. It's so funny. They're like, "Oh, you're calling me weird?" Do you know all the things that these jerks have been calling Dems over the years? They're a, they're pedo crypto fed, you crypto communists. They're gonna destroy the planet. Destroy the planet. Okay, they're gonna destroy it. They're gonna destroy it all. Um, this guy is crying because people are calling him weird. Yeah, it was weird when you said you were going to grab a people by the pussy, by their genitalia. Don't go around grabbing strangers by their genitalia, and we'll stop calling you weird, you weird old man. You weird, creepy old man. Ugh. Why are they so creepy? I mean, weird is nice. They're creepy. They're creepy death. It's a creepy death cult, and I don't like it. But they don't like it that people are calling them weird. France is very far from being woke. Well, you know, they have the Olympics. Has vegan? You what menu? What menu is vegan heavy? What the France thing? Shady JD is too cool a name for this guy. He's pretty shady though. Shady JD Vance. Shady JD. Um, what are you guys talking about with the real heavy? Did you guys hear about how people are pissed this year's woke Olympics have a lot of vegan options? They're serving foie gras, so I can't imagine them being too woke. I looked at the menu when I heard there was foie gras on it. I didn't notice that there was a lot of vegan shiz, but maybe there is. Maybe they got some Oreos or something. Carney's would complain if Oreos had a vegan logo. Jordy Samino, you got that right. They'll complain about anything. They'll complain even when you call them weird. When you say, hey, eating, they'll call us soy boys. They'll call us all these things. But if we say, hey, it's weird to eat animal corpses, they're like, why would you call it a corpse? It's not a corpse. It's called beef. Why? Hey, don't murder animals. It's not called murder, okay? Don't call it that. Stop being part of the Holocaust and against animals. It's not a Holocaust. It's not. It's not a Holocaust. Stop calling it that. Carney tears. That's when you got to drink your Carney tears and be like, you're a bunch of weirdos who eat dead animals. News Australia was griping about the vegan heavy menu at the Olympics, and the comments section is pure disease. Well, that's okay. You know, it's going to happen. The pure disease of the, you know, it looks like Chip is finally going to grace us with his presence. How was vegan camp out? How many people in the chat today? How many of my VFFs were great compression of a Carney? How many of my VFFs were in vegan camp out? You know, I gotta say, I'm so glad things like that happen, but I just feel like I don't fit in places like that. I never fit in. I would always be like in a room. Is there a room? Are there rooms? I like being in rooms. Like I enjoy the outdoors and I'll go camping. But I enjoy when I meet other humans to meet them in rooms. I don't want to meet them in the English wilderness. I like meeting them in rooms. Vegan Campout was awesome. Loved seeing fellow vegan activists. Oh, well, that's nice to hear. Yeah, I like it. It's good to hear. It's good to hear that Chris. I agree with this guy. The outdoors was too much for me. Also, constant sunscreen. Yeah, that's what I mean. There were tents, says Lizzie. That's pretty intense. Like Lady Gaga camping, she's pretty intense. I think it's great that other people enjoy these things. I like sitting in a casino. I like being in a room where someone's gonna bring me a drink. Like I like being able to do this and then have a drink magically appear in front of me and be and able to continue my conversation. I don't even like I loved AVA. I had a good time, but mostly because I went with a group. I went with a small core of people I was working with. I had a job to do while I was there with Crystal, and we had like objectives. And but if I was just like networking and mulling about, like when they do the networking hour, that type of shit, it's just always like, let's stand in a room awkwardly and everyone's standing like this. Everyone's like waiting. Everyone's waiting to like, is there someone else more important I'm supposed to be talking to? Is there someone else who's looking for me? Am I supposed to be doing this right now? It's so weird, man. These weird networking things where everyone kind of stands in weird circles, like they're all like these weird little huddles where they're all just going, yeah, a lot of nodding, a lot of that, yeah, yeah. I'm just not good at that shit. Like I could do it, but it gets to me, man. And so I'd rather be, hey, let's the three of us meet at a table. This is why the Knights of the Round Table had a table. You're not supposed to be just standing in an area staring at each other with your hands by your sides, acting all weird. Um, plus, it is a true luxury of modernity to say, you just do that. You just put your finger up in the air, smile, point at whatever you're drinking, and be like, yeah, okay, thanks. And then continue your conversation, and then a drink magically appears. It could be coffee, it could be vodka. It doesn't matter. Someone's bringing it to you. Mm, yeah. Vegan Power Lab, you will see me in person. I want to do, it was constantly sunny. See, here's what I want to do. I want to have I want to have an in real life activist workshop thing in a in Key West. That's what I want to do. Key West. And I think it would be magnificent. We can all hang out and do cool stuff, and we can talk about activism and have workshops. I think that'd be amazing. Jackie Bill, no, I hate that switch. I'd be looking out the window. There's no window. There's no window, Jackie. There's no windows. There's just us and the guy who brings the drinks. I know, but better than rain for vegan camp out. Ooh, you went for the only time that England had sunlight. It's so interesting. The nodding is real. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been in so many of those situations. Yeah, Martin, it is still hot. Well, whoever Martin is, I'm sure they appreciate the fact that you think they're hot, Lizzie. Thank you for letting us know that Martin is hot. Uh, yeah. So American flags. Have you heard they're going to pass a thing? Congress is passing a law that all the flags that America buys have to be made in the United States, made in America. If you want to buy an American flag, that motherfucker better be American. And I like it because what the hell? You think that all that slave labor in China, they're not, they're just sewing and so faster, and they're just sewing all the stars on the flags. And it's like, faster, keep going. If you don't have 50 stars in 5 minutes, you're fired. And like, how can I be fired? I'm a slave. You won't get food. Oh no. So yeah, that's where they're gonna make American flags in America again. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that Congress is going to pass a law to make to only buy American flags made in America. It seems like they should have just been doing that. They don't need to pass a law. Why aren't you just doing that? Why does that have to be a law? Key West, nowhere to go but up. That's right, the southernmost point of the United States. You see, it's got a little bit of a magic quality. It's the southernmost point of the United States. You can go there. I've been there. It's awesome. It's beautiful. Yeah. Plus, it's got that island culture vibe. It's in South Florida. It's so nice. You should check it out. Check it out. South Florida. It's amazing. Biden proposed sweeping Supreme Court changes. I don't know if you heard, but here's the idea. We're going to say that first, there's going to be an amendment saying that American presidents are not above the law. That's pretty cool. So, a constitutional amendment, we're going to try to have one. It's going to be out there. Can it happen? I mean, I think it should. Presidents shouldn't be above the law, you know, and that they're going to have. Wait. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, there's going to be term limits. They're calling it 15 or 18 years of term limits for Supreme Court justices. That's pretty cool, don't you think? Don't you think that's cool? And we're talking 13 judges. Now, right now there are 9 judges for the when they raised it to 9, there were 9 circuit courts in America, federal circuits. So it would make sense to have 9 judges. And now today we have 13 circuits. So the proposal is that we'll have 13 federal judges, Supreme Court judges. And I am way for it. I think they should have done it day one. But they're saying that there was other legislative shiz that we wanted to, other legislative riz that we wanted to riz up in the government. So we couldn't really get this whole Supreme Court thing done. But Biden, now that he's absolutely 100% lame duck, he wants to get it done. I think it's great. Yeah. I want to come to Key West one. Sky, let me know. Let's do it. I feel like we should do it. My plan is to get it done, and my friends Jen and Harry down there, they run a vegan event space in beautiful. It's called Big Pine, and the deer walk right up to you and stuff. It's incredible. And I think we could do little workshops, and we can do role play. We can do get some collateral that we could get done for each other. You know, what does presidents not being above the law do to the thing where they can allow anyone to get out of jail? Pardoning, yeah. So they couldn't pardon themselves. That would be the part of the amendment. They can't pardon themselves, and they aren't immune to criminal prosecution if they commit felonies while in office. I think it's great. I think if you commit a felony, you should have to face the music. I don't think anyone should be above the law in a country run by laws. You know what I'm screaming? Yeah. Chip, let me know if you come through Chicago. Yeah, Chicago's my kind of town. Everyone loves Chicago, right? Everyone loves Chicago. Chicago's one of the best cities in the world, except for the streets. Lots of potholes. Yeah. Taylor Swift says she's shocked about 3 kids getting killed in a UK dance class. Yeah, I mean it's really horrible. Like, oh, man, attack on a UK dance class. Taylor Swift, I would be so excited if Taylor Swift started making more political statements. Let's do it, Taylor. Maybe Taylor's the unifying force that she's going to bring America together, you know? Let's do it. Let's get some people who actually have some, I don't know, maybe she'll care about the government or care about democracy or some stuff. I don't know what she'll care about, but it would be pretty cool if she did. I think it'd be cool. Jenner. I like how they put Jenner takes gold in Montreal. Don't say that person's first name, but there they are. Jenner in 1976. In 1976, Jenner won all these golds in Montreal. It was a really big deal. Even when I was a kid, that happened before I was born. When I was a kid, everyone knew who Jenner was. Jenner. Everyone knew. He was still on the Wheaties boxes, and he was still out there trying to make the world. I don't know, what was he trying to do? They were an incredible athlete that changed the way we look at athleticism. I mean, they were on the cover of they were on the Wheaties box. It's a big deal. Rich, the Jenner clan. Well, that's all I wanted to say about that. Please go to bigbirdisdead.com and remind Jim Henson Company that it's not so hard to abuse It's not so hard to abuse them. It's not so hard to not abuse animals. You know, Jim Henson Company abuses a lot of animals. They decorate their puppets with dead animals. It's time. It's time for them to understand that it's not so hard to not abuse animals.
It's so hard to not abuse animals.
Carnies can fuck themselves. Go fuck themselves.
This is a shot of all.